It is time to grade every AEW World Champion right now. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, and I've recently been doing grading WWE Champion videos, and then I thought to myself, girl, why haven't you done an AEW one? What is wrong with you? So today, I am doing an AEW one, so let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna kick things off with the AEW Unified Championship, which is Kazuchika Okada, and he holds the International and the Continental that merged together and is now the AEW Unified Championship. So this one's a little bit weird because I'm grading his run, also the one that is still going, which was the Continental Championship, right? So he's been Continental Champion for quite some time now, and he's had a couple of matches here and there, primarily on pay-per-views, not so much like weekly television, and he still has a big matchup coming up with Swerve. But when he faced Kenny Omega over at All In and defeated Kenny Omega to then also add that lineage of the international title into the unified title, then that's kind of like another whole portion of it all, right? So I'm kind of combining both. Now, I thought that him as a standalone Continental Champion, I liked the matches that he's had, but it's been too far and few in between that I wanted so much more. When he defeated Kenny Omega, I was a little disappointed because I kind of wanted Kenny Omega to take the title off of him and kind of start his own thing and get the ball rolling there. But they kept the title on Okada. Cool. Whatever. But again, I think I kind of already know what to expect, which is not really that many matches. And I'm more of a bigger fan of guys that were consistently wrestle all the damn time. And right now, I'm not so much feeling this feud with him and Swerve Strickland. I'm sure the match will be great when it happens at Forbidden Door. I'm sure that will be awesome. But right now, I'm just not feeling it so much, but I also don't hate it. So I gotta give Okada as AEW Unified Champion about a C+ at the moment. Alrighty, and next up we have my favorite champion, the AEW TNT Champion, Kyle Fletcher. So I gotta tell you, man, I had been waiting for Kyle Fletcher to get his moment, to get his opportunity, and when he finally did, it felt like the fans had won with this one. I think that Kyle Fletcher has just been doing such a tremendous job that he definitely deserved that TNT championship. So Kyle had completely impressed me with his feud with Will Ospreay, and that's kind of how I knew that he was going to be that guy. He just showed so much in that. So when he finally won the title, unfortunately, I think it was supposed to happen at All In, but due to the changes with Adam Cole, it was then preempted the moment until Collision when he won it from Dustin, who had won it at All In. So that match with Dustin, man, I was at SiriusXM watching this match. That day I had to do my live show, and I remember just freaking out because it was so good. It was such a violent match, but everything was so well thought out. It was the best AEW main event that I had seen like in several weeks, and I just thought it was so impressive. And then from there, he then ended up having a match on Collision with Tomohiro Ishii. I thought that one was a really good hard-hitting bout. So far, even though he has only been champion for a few weeks now, I feel like he's done already so much with the way that he won, the way that he's already defended it once, and I think he's going to keep going. I really feel like he's going to be a strong champion. I can honestly tell just by the way that he won the title and the first defense already. I truly believe Kyle Fletcher is going to be one of the best TNT champions, and I think he's going to be one of the best champions overall right now in AEW. So with that being said, I got to give Kyle Fletcher an A, man, an A all the way. Next up, we have the AEW Trios Champions in the Ops, which includes Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe. Now, your girl over here loves all of these guys, especially I'm a big Samoa Joe fan, and I love the meat, so man, shout out to Hobbs. But I want to see them wrestle more. That's where I'm at right now. They have been champions since April 16, 2025, and they've had like matches here and there and all of that, but I think they've only defended the Trios titles like one time since then. So please give these guys more like defending the championships. They're so cool. I love them, and I'm almost kind of being a little biased here because I love their matches and I love their work, but at the exact same time, we need more matches for the ops. So I'm gonna go with a C until they start getting some more defenses. Alrighty, next up we have the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate. So I have a little bit of conflicting feelings on this one because I like the Hurt Syndicate as an act. I love the stuff that they were doing with MJF, even though there was no official big payoff, but it was entertaining for a couple of weeks, wondering where that was gonna go, but really no end game. It kind of felt like that just ended so abruptly. And again, did not have this volcanic eruption moment between the Hurt Syndicate and MJF. So that kind of went a totally unexpected direction, which was really no direction. On top of that, I love their theme song. Their theme song's great. We hurt people. I like when they're on TV. I like when they're cutting promos, things of that nature. However, I have felt that in all of the pay-per-views that they have wrestled on, I felt like they have been the weakest matches on the card. And you don't want to have the weakest matches on the card consistently. At least that's just how I felt about those. So for that reason, I gotta say that I'm ready for some new tag team champs. Let's go, Bro Dito. And you guys know I'm rooting for my boys Bro Dito to get them straps. So I have to give right now Hurt Syndicate a C+. All right, next up we have the TBS champion, Mercedes Monè. She has been champion since AEW Double or Nothing 2024. Holy shit, I didn't even realize it's been that long since she's been TBS champion. But that was when she defeated Willow Nightingale, and that was a phenomenal match. All right, so I pulled up the list here of all of the matches that Mercedes has had as TBS champion, because she's had so many that are so freaking good. Some of which that stand out to me is, of course, that match that she had with Willow where she won the title. I didn't like the match at All In that she had with Britt Baker, so let's not really count that one because I didn't really feel that one so much. I also didn't like the match that she had with Hikaru Shida. I think it was the Dynamite match one. I forget if it was the Dynamite match or the All Out match. There was one that I didn't really like, but I did like the work that she did with Chris Statlander, all of the matches that she did with Chris. I loved all of that. I even loved the work that she did with Harley Cameron. I was a big fan of that. I liked the match that she obviously did with Athena. That was massive to get to see that. I love the work that she did with Jamie Hayter. I was a big fan of that. And I also love the matches that she had with Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. So even though there was only like 2 matches that I didn't really like, there were so many more that I was so invested in. I think that she has been putting in quality work as champion, and she's been wrestling so many different types of competitors, and all of those matches have felt different from the other ones. So I gotta give Mercedes Monè an A on this one. I think she's been killing it as TBS champion. I'm invested. I am in. I am all in, baby, on Mercedes right now as TBS champion. She's just had too many good matches for me to say otherwise. Next up, we have the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless, Toni Storm. So Toni Storm has now been champion 4 times. This is her 4th reign. And man, I feel like her 3rd and her 4th reign were definitely the best ones. I think the 4th one might even be better. I think the quality of matches is so much better than her last reign. She's been champion since AEW Grand Slam Australia, when she won the title back from Mariah May, when Mariah May, if you guys recall, had defeated her All In, but she got her title back at Grand Slam. So she wins the title in an awesome match where they main evented her and Mariah. Then after that, they did the AEW Revolution match, which was the Hollywood ending, her and Mariah. Oh my God, one of the greatest AEW women matches of all time. So you had that. I enjoyed the match that she had with Megan Bayne. I enjoyed some of the other ones that kind of happened during like collisions and dynamites and things of that nature. But the ones that I really want to shout out though is her Double or Nothing match that she had with Mina Shirakawa. By the way, we need to give Mina Shirakawa some flowers here because she's been part of a lot of people's good matches. I just mentioned her with Mercedes, and now I'm mentioning her right now with Toni Storm. And when Mariah May was champion, Mina also had a good match with her as well too. But Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm killed it at Double or Nothing. And then I also love the match that she had at All in Texas with Mercedes Monè. And we are heading into this matchup with her and Athena that is coming soon. So I feel like right now, Toni Storm is kind of leveling up her game in ring. Believe it or not, if she could, she totally is. And that's why I got to give Toni Storm an A+. Obviously, the character work is something that people have just been loving so much about Toni Storm. But now I think her matches have vastly improved, because like even the last time when she was Timeless Toni Storm and she was champion, I thought it was more so about the character versus the in-ring work. And now I think that the in-ring work is matching the character work, where the character work is of course still sort of outshining, but the in-ring work is definitely to that high prestigious level that you would expect for it to be for a women's world champion. So shout out to Timeless Toni Storm. I think she's doing great work. And the reason why I gave her a higher rating over Mercedes Monè is because Toni Storm's character is just far more I think captivating than probably the character of the CEO, which is Mercedes Monè. So that's the only reason why there's a difference in like A+ and A. All right, so next up and finally, we have everybody's favorite cowboy in Hangman Adam Page, who is our AEW World Champion. He's been champion since All In Texas in a fantastic match where he defeated Jon Moxley. It had all of the hoopla that you could possibly want in a main event. Since then, he has also defeated Jon Moxley in a rematch and has had an additional couple of fun matches here and there on Collision and Dynamite. Again, still a recent champion, but lately he's been feuding with MJF, and MJF is of course a big, massive name on AEW. So getting to see both of them interact and beat each other up, I'm looking forward to their match a whole lot. I think Hangman Page is going to continue to grow and be the best champion he can possibly be. I think his second run as AEW World Champion will definitely top his first run as AEW World Champion. So shout out to the Hanger. I got to give Hanger right now an A. I think he's been killing it as champ. Granted, he just became champ. Again, kind of a situation where it's only been a short period of time, but that short period of time has been oh so sweet. And I also love the promos too. So hey, the Hanger, he's got us locked in, baby. So shout out to Hangman Page. I think he's been doing tremendous work. So there you guys have it, our AEW World Champions graded. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below what you think the grade should be. And then also, before we wrap up this video, if you enjoyed what you're seeing here, make sure to subscribe and check out some more videos. I post daily pro wrestling content on here. And if you can't get enough of that and you want more content, well, you can sign up to my Patreon page, patreon.com/Denise Salcedo, where I post additional videos, a podcast, and I also do early releases of the videos that you see here, but you get to see them before anybody else. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments. Bye, everyone.